In the heart of a sprawling warehouse I stand. The air is thick with dust motes dancing in the harsh fluorescent glow. My gloved hands grasp the handle of my forklift, a familiar hum vibrating through me. Around me, a labyrinth of towering shelves stretches into the distance, filled with the detritus of consumerism, boxes, pallets, and an endless sea of plastic-wrapped merchandise. I've worked here 5 years now, in this cathedral of commerce. The monotony suits me. It's a rhythm I understand. Load, unload, repeat. The clanking metal, the distant hum of machinery, the occasional crackle of walkie-talkies, it's all background noise to my internal monologue. But lately, something's off. A chill lingers in the air, like a fridge left open. My breath fogs despite the warehouse's usual warmth. I shrug it off, attributing it to the draft from the loading bays. Yet, even as I think this, a shiver runs down my spine, and the hairs on my arms stand at attention. One evening, while maneuvering through an aisle barely wider than my lift, I swear something moves in the corner of my eye. I stop, heart pounding, but there's nothing but empty shelf. I laugh at myself, shake my head, and continue on. Days turn into weeks. The warehouse seems to grow colder, darker. Shadows stretch longer, like tendrils reaching for me. The once comforting hum of machinery now grates on my nerves. My hands tremble slightly as they grip the lift's controls. I try to convince myself it's just fatigue, but the seed of unease has been planted. One night, while unloading a shipment under the harsh glare of the security lights, I pause. Something feels wrong. The air tastes metallic, like blood in my mouth. My skin prickles, and an inexplicable dread washes over me. I scan the area, my eyes landing on a pallet at the end of the aisle. It's strange. It's been there for days, untouched. I approach it, my steps echoing ominously. The pallet is wrapped in plastic, secured with twine. As I reach out to cut it, a sudden gust sweeps through the warehouse. The lights flicker once, twice, then die. I'm left in darkness so complete, it's like being buried alive. Panic surges, but I force myself to breathe. I pull my phone from my pocket, switch on its flashlight. The beam cuts through the gloom, illuminating the pallet. I cut the twine, rip off the plastic. Inside are not boxes, but things. Twisted, misshapen forms, like dolls made of flesh and bone. Their eyes are blank, their mouths open in silent screams. I stumble back, my mind reeling. This can't be real. It must be some prank, a sick joke. But the cold dread in my gut tells me otherwise. I turn to run, but it's too late. The lights flicker back on, revealing figures standing between me and the exit. They're wrong. Their bodies contorted, faces frozen in agony. Panic surges again, but I push through it. I have to get out. I grab a box from the nearest shelf, hurl it at them. It passes through one of them like it's not there. My heart stops. Then they move. They rush towards me, their limbs jerking awkwardly, like marionettes controlled by a drunken puppeteer. I turn, run. The warehouse transforms around me. Shelves shift, creating a labyrinth. I'm lost, disoriented. I can hear them behind me, their harsh breaths echoing mine. Then, silence. I stop, panting, listening. Nothing. Did they disappear? Suddenly, pain explodes in my head. The floor rushes up to meet me. Darkness claims me. When I wake, I'm back at the start, standing by my lift. My hands grasp its handle, a familiar hum vibrating through me. Around me, the labyrinth of shelves stretches into the distance. But something's different. The chill is gone, replaced by an oppressive heat. The air tastes acrid, like smoke. I step off the lift, my boots crunching on. Something. I look down. The floor is covered in ashes. My heart hammers as I follow a trail of them leading to the aisle where I saw the pallet. It's empty now, but the shelves are burning. Flames lick at their bases, spreading upwards. I back away, my mind screaming at me to run. But I'm frozen, watching as the fire spreads. It reaches the ceiling, consuming the lights. The warehouse is plunged into darkness again, but this time it's filled with the crackle of flames and the roar of inferno. I turn to flee, but a figure steps out from the shadows. It's me, or something that looks like me. Its eyes are empty pits, its skin charred, its mouth open in a silent scream. Behind it, more figures appear. They're all me, all twisted and burning. Terror snaps me out of my trance. I run, the flames licking at my heels. The warehouse transforms again, the labyrinth shifting to block my path. But this time, I don't stop. I push through, the pain in my lungs forgotten. I burst into the loading bay, the cool night air welcoming. Behind me, the entire warehouse is ablaze, its flames reaching for the sky. I collapse to my knees, watching as it burns, feeling a strange detachment. Then something moves in the fire. A figure stepping out of the flames. It's normal, human. It looks at me and I feel a jolt of recognition. It's me, the real me. Then it smiles, waves, and turns away, walking into the night. I stand, my body moving on its own. I walk towards it, feeling a pull I can't resist. As I reach the flames, they part from me. I step through, the fire licking at my skin, but not burning. I'm home. I wake up to the hum of fluorescent lights flickering on in the ceiling above me. My bed is cold, too cold for my small office in the back room of the library. I rub my eyes, trying to shake off the strange dream that clings to my mind like cobwebs. But it's not a dream, I'm already awake. The temperature is dropping rapidly, and I can see my breath misting in the air. It's midsummer, but this room feels like a refrigerated tomb. I wrap myself in my coat, the wool scratchy against my skin, and step out into the main library hall. Rows of shelves stretch away on either side, filled with books that seem to lean inwards as if whispering secrets to each other. The usual morning symphony of birdsong from outside is replaced by an eerie silence. No chirps, no rustle of leaves, just the steady thrum of those godforsaken lights. I make my way towards the front desk, my footsteps echoing loudly on the polished floor. As I pass the reference section, I notice something amiss. The books are not as they were yesterday. They're disordered, pulled out slightly as if someone has been browsing. But there's no one else here. I'm always the first to arrive. I slide behind the counter, my fingers brushing against the cool surface of the desktop. A shiver runs down my spine, and it's not just from the cold. I feel watched. Not by anyone here, but something else, something that's been waiting for me. The day ticks on like any other, patrons coming in, browsing, checking out books. But they're different today, quiet, preoccupied. They don't greet me, barely acknowledge my presence. It's as if they're all deep in thought, or perhaps not thinking at all. Their eyes seem glazed over, distant. Lunchtime rolls around, and I eat alone in the staff room. The sandwich tastes bland, like cardboard. I try to ignore the feeling of unease that's been gnawing at me since I woke up. It's just a weird day, I tell myself. Nothing more. But when I return to my post after lunch, things have changed again. The patrons are now grouped together in small clusters around the library, their heads bowed over books they seem to be studying intently. They're not reading, it's more like they're deciphering ancient texts written in a language long forgotten. I watch them from behind the desk, my heart pounding in my chest. Something is happening here, but I can't put my finger on it. Whatever it is, it's spreading slowly through the library like a creeping shadow. As the day wears on, the patrons start to leave one by one, their faces still etched with concentration. None of them speak, none of them look at me. They just file out silently, leaving behind an oppressive silence. Finally, I'm alone again. The hum of the lights has turned into a low drone, like a swarm of bees trapped inside the ceiling. I try to ignore it, focusing on reshelving the books returned today. But my hands are clumsy, and I drop a book on the floor. As I bend down to pick it up, I see something strange. The carpet is wet, like it's been cleaned recently. Yet there are no signs of any cleaning crew being here today. And the smell, it's not the usual disinfectant scent, but something earthy, almost fetid. I follow the trail of wetness with my eyes, and it leads me to a small alcove tucked behind one of the shelves. The door is slightly ajar, revealing a dimly lit room within. It's the old staff room, long abandoned due to plumbing issues. I haven't been in there for years. Curiosity overcoming caution, I push open the door and step inside. The room is freezing cold, and the air tastes metallic on my tongue. A single bare bulb hangs from the ceiling, casting stark shadows over the peeling paint and rusty pipes that decorate the walls. And then I see it. A large, irregular stain on the floor. It's dark brown, almost black, and it seems to absorb all light around it, like a void in the middle of the room. I crouch down for a closer look, my breath hitching in my throat as I realize what it is. Blood. But whose? And how did it get here? Questions flood my mind, but there are no answers. Only more questions, each one more disturbing than the last. I back out of the room slowly, my eyes never leaving the stain. As I reach the door, I hear a noise, a soft thud followed by a scrape. My heart leaps into my mouth as I spin around to find the source of the sound. In the corner, something moves in the shadows. It's large, humanoid-shaped, but it doesn't walk like a person. Its movements are jerky, unnatural, almost mechanical. And then it steps into the light. I freeze, horror gripping me like a vice as I take in what stands before me. It's a man, or was once a man. Now he's something else. His skin is pale, almost blue-tinged, and his eyes are completely black, like pools of tar. But worst of all are the books. They're sprouting from his flesh, bursting out from his mouth, his ears, his eyes. They cover him like a second skin, their pages rustling softly as if whispering secrets. The creature takes a step towards me, its body creaking loudly. I don't know what it wants. I don't understand any of this. All I know is that I need to get away from here, now. I turn and run, my heart pounding in my ears. Behind me, the creature lets out a low moan, a sound filled with pain and despair. It echoes through the library, followed by a deafening roar as every light bulb explodes simultaneously. Darkness descends, but I don't stop running. I can hear it behind me, its footsteps echoing mine, growing louder, closer. Then suddenly, they stop, and so do I. I stand there, panting, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. But there's nothing. No sound, no movement, just silence and darkness. I wait for what feels like an eternity before daring to turn around slowly. The library is empty. The creature is gone, but the feeling of being watched persists, stronger than ever. It's as if it's still here, watching me from somewhere I can't see, somewhere inside my mind. I make my way back home in a daze, my eyes scanning every shadow for any sign of that monstrous figure. But there's nothing, just the darkness and the cold, gnawing at the edges of my vision like hungry rats. Home is no sanctuary either. As soon as I step inside, I know it. Something has changed here too. The air feels thick, heavy with an unseen presence, and then I see them, the books. They're everywhere, piled high on tables, chairs, even the bed. My books, my precious collection of rare editions. But they're not right somehow. Their covers are marred by dark stains, their pages torn and tattered as if someone has been tearing out chunks of text to eat. I pick one up cautiously, flicking through its ravaged pages. The words are gone, replaced by crude drawings, symbols carved into the paper with a sharp implement. They're everywhere, covering every page, every line once occupied by meaningful prose. And suddenly, I understand what they mean. They're not just symbols, they're instructions. A guide to something dark and ancient, hidden beneath our world. Something that's been waiting for us to find it, to release it. I drop the book, my hands shaking uncontrollably. It lands face up on the floor, its pages rustling softly as if whispering a secret only I can hear. And then I realize it's not over. Not by a long shot. This is just the beginning. The creature may have vanished for now, but it hasn't left me. No, it's still here, inside my mind. Watching, waiting, whispering. And soon, very soon, it will show me what I need to do next. But I already know, don't I, that whatever comes next, whatever darkness this is leading us towards, there'll be no turning back. This isn't just a story anymore. It's become my reality. And all I can do now is wait for the next chapter. Because in this new world where books hold secrets and shadows have teeth, there are no endings, only continuations. And I'm not sure if I'll survive the next one. I'm running late again. The alarm didn't go off, or maybe I just slept through it. Either way, my feet pound the pavement as I rush towards the office, coffee in hand, briefcase banging against my thigh. Another day, another grind. The cityscape blurs past me, glass towers reflecting the pale morning sun, people hurrying to their cubicles, life happening all around. Yet everything feels off. It's like walking through a painting that's slightly askew, colors not quite right, edges blurred. I shake off the unease. It's just my imagination playing tricks. The office is abuzz with its usual hum, keyboards clicking, phones ringing, the low murmur of voices. I slip into my cubicle, hang up my coat, and settle in for another day of data entry, emails, and meetings. Normal life. But something's different today. The air feels charged, like before a thunderstorm. My colleagues seem on edge. Fingers hover over mouse buttons without clicking. Pens tap anxiously against desks. And the light, it's too bright, too harsh, as if the very atmosphere is electric. I try to focus on my work, but my eyes keep drifting towards the window. Outside, the sky churns with dark clouds, despite the sunshine only moments ago. Thunder rumbles in the distance, a low growl that seems to vibrate through the building itself. My boss appears suddenly at the entrance of my cubicle, his face pale, sweat beading on his forehead. He gestures for me to follow him without speaking, just as lightning cracks outside, casting his figure in stark relief. No words exchanged, none needed. I stand up, grab my notepad, and trail behind him. He leads me down the familiar corridors, but we're not headed towards the meeting rooms or the boardroom. Instead, we turn into the storage closet, a small space filled with shelves of old files and boxes of supplies. He switches on the bare bulb hanging from the ceiling, then steps aside to let me enter. Inside, it's hot and stuffy, the air thick with dust motes dancing in the yellow light. But that's not what makes my heart pound in my chest. No, it's the walls. They're covered floor to ceiling with words, scrawled in thick marker, written over and over again like a desperate mantra. Don't look. I stare at them, my skin crawling as if each letter is alive, squirming under my gaze. My boss stands behind me, his breath ragged on my neck. I can feel his tension, his fear radiating off him in waves. What? I start to turn around, to ask him what this means, but he presses a finger to his lips, silencing me. Then he points at the words, his eyes wide and pleading. He doesn't want me to speak them aloud. He's warning me not to look too closely. But it's too late for that. I've already seen them, read them. The damage is done. Now all I can do is try not to think about what they mean, about who wrote them here in this tiny room filled with shadows and forgotten things. The rest of the day passes in a blur. I avoid my boss, hide behind my cubicle walls, trying to lose myself in mindless tasks. But it's no use. The words echo through my mind like a ticking clock, counting down towards some unknown doom. As evening approaches, so does the storm. Rain lashes against the windows, thunder rattles the glass panes, and lightning paints eerie patterns on the ceiling. It's as if the world outside is reflecting my inner turmoil, mirroring the chaos building inside me. I rush home after work, eager to escape the oppressive atmosphere of the office. But my apartment offers little solace. The air feels charged here too, the silence heavy with anticipation. I switch on every light, floor lamps, table lamps, even the tiny one in the bathroom, determined not to be caught in the dark again. But it's not enough. Shadows lurk in the corners of my eyes, creeping along the edges of sight. They seem to move when I'm not looking, shifting positions like dark whispers in the night. And then I see it, a figure standing by the window, watching me with unblinking eyes. I freeze, heart hammering against my ribs. It's just a reflection, I tell myself, trying to calm my racing mind. There's no one there. It's just my imagination playing tricks again. But even as I think this, I know it's not true, that figure. It was too solid, too real. Slowly, carefully, I turn around. The room is empty, of course. Just me and the shadows dancing on the walls. I let out a shaky breath, laughing at my own foolishness. There's nothing here, just an overactive imagination fueled by stress and fear. But as I sit down to eat dinner, the lights flicker once, twice, then die completely. The apartment is thrown into darkness, not even the faintest glow of streetlights seeping through the curtains. I sit alone in the blackness, heart pounding, breath coming in short gasps. And then it starts, a soft tapping sound like nails on glass. It comes from everywhere and nowhere, growing louder, more insistent with each passing second. The hairs on my arms stand up as dread washes over me. Whatever is out there, whatever wrote those words on the closet walls, it's found me. I reach out blindly, groping for my phone to call someone, anyone. But it's no use. My fingers slip off the slick surface of the table, searching in vain for purchase. I'm alone here, isolated in a world that's tilted sideways, a reality that doesn't make sense anymore. The tapping stops suddenly, replaced by an even more chilling sound, the scrape of furniture moving across the floor. It's slow, deliberate, like something heavy is being dragged towards me through the darkness. I cower in my chair, hands clapped over my ears to block out the noise. But it doesn't help. I can still hear it, feel it vibrating through the soles of my feet, echoing in the pit of my stomach. And then, just as suddenly, it stops again. The silence is deafening, pressing down on me like a physical weight. I count the seconds, waiting for whatever comes next, but nothing happens. Minutes pass, stretching out into an eternity of suspense. Finally, cautiously, I reach out and flick the light switch. Nothing. The power's still out. But there's enough moonlight now to see by, just barely. Enough to make out the shape standing in front of me. It's back to the window, face obscured by shadows. It's tall, too thin, limbs elongated like a marionette, and it's not moving, just watching. Waiting for me to do something, say something, acknowledge its presence somehow. But I can't. All I can do is stare at that figure, terror rooting me to the spot, because now I understand, really understand, what those words meant back in the closet. Don't look, don't see, don't know. Ignorance is bliss. Knowledge brings madness. Because looking at this thing, understanding it, would mean acknowledging something far worse than mere fear. It would mean confronting the reality that there are things in this world, this universe, that defy all logic, all reason. Things that shouldn't exist, but do. Things that hunt us. And as I sit here, paralyzed by dread, it takes a step closer, then another, until finally it stands right in front of me, its face still hidden by the darkness. And then, slowly, deliberately, it reaches out one long, bony finger and the world fades to black. When I come to, I'm back at my desk, sunlight streaming through the window. My head aches, mouth dry as if I've been screaming all night, but there's no sign of any disturbance, no scrawled words on walls, no mysterious figures in the dark. It was just a dream, I tell myself, trying to convince my still trembling hands that everything is okay. Just a nightmare brought on by stress and anxiety. Nothing more, nothing less. But as I stand up, grab my coffee cup, and head towards the break room, I can't shake the feeling of being watched. And when I glance back at my desk, I see it, a single sheet of paper crumpled in the wastebasket like a discarded thought. I reach out, smooth it flat, and read the words scrawled there in shaky handwriting. Don't look. My own writing from before I fell asleep at my desk last night. Or didn't. Because now I realize with a chill that runs down my spine, the dream isn't over yet. It's still happening. Still unfolding around me like a nightmare made real. And there's nothing I can do to stop it because I looked.